everyone, it's Fantayzia. Welcome back to another Sims 4 discussion and speculation video. So today we are going to be going over something I saw on the forums, and this really caught my attention. So this here says thoughts about a death expansion pack. So this was posted on January 6th. Of course, this is just pure speculation. These are the discussion forums where people just talk about things they want to see. So we're going to go ahead and look through this because this is actually something that's been very requested in the community, and there has been so many hints with Grim Reaper stuff. Also, side note, I have my two huskies with me, and I usually don't when I'm recording, but they wanted to hang out with me. And I felt bad, so they're with me. So if you hear any sort of background noise, I apologize. They just they're chilling, but they keep on moving. So anyways, it says here, hello everyone. So yes, I'm pretty sure this theme won't really be in the game, and I'm still curious about your thoughts if we ever get a whole expansion pack about death. New careers: Grim Reaper, freelancer, mortician / undertaker, therapist / grief counselor, active career. New skills: reaping skill. If the skill is too low, chances are reaping souls won't work and the sim who's supposed to die won't. Crafting skill. This can include pottery with ceramic, glass fabrication, and marble work, which can include urns and coffins too. New lot type, graveyard / cemetery with special events depending on the moon phase. Can be disabled in the game options for people who don't play with occults. New occults, mummies or zombies or both. Why not, depending on the reaping skill, I guess. Create ghosts in CAS plus possessions with various effects on the possessed sims depending on the ghost type. With the new lot, a new lot event might be implemented. Zombies crawling out their tombs, haunting temporary curses, depending on the moon phase or the traditions from the season's expansion pack if the player has it. Of course, as I said earlier, it should be an option only. Deaths. Other emotions can kill the sims. Death by fear, like in The Sims 2. Death by boredom, which gives the fun need a purpose. Death by extreme sadness. No second chance, death on the first strike, option to enable in-game options. I'm kind of tired of having no surprise in the game when it comes to death. I always have a warning. Even the fastest death of meteorite, gives a warning. But if players don't want their sims to die on the first strike, it should be an option in the game. New social event: funerals. I don't think a new world is necessary, so they can really work on more details. Well, a secret / hidden lot would be nice though. Also, I'm more of an occult player, so I see it more with occult gameplay in mind, but maybe you have something on the more realistic side of the theme. What do you think? So I actually love this so much. I wanted to discuss with you guys everything I just read. Let's talk about it. Comment down below if you would like to see something like this, and if you would like to see more than this, other ideas that you have, definitely comment them down below. So first things first, I think the whole idea of a Grim Reaper pack would be so cool. However, I'm not an occult player, so I would use it on the more realistic side. So I'm glad that was mentioned in this thread, because I feel there's actually a lot of ways that occult players could use something like this, and also realism players, which I love. That's why I actually feel a pack like this would sell really well. I think it would be really cool for all kinds of players, and also even challenge type players. I just feel it works for everyone, you know what I mean? For things with me, when I'm doing realistic storytelling, I really feel I need graveyards / cemeteries. Also having different moon phases, special events depending on the moon phase and all of that. Not to mention the crafting skill mentioned. This can include pottery with ceramic, glass fabrication, and marble work. I'm all for new hobbies in the game too, because with realistic gameplay, I feel I want my sims to have a story I can tell for them, and I want them to have different hobbies and different things they pursue in life. And I feel sometimes there's just not enough, because I feel I've told so many different stories. Not to mention within my stories, I'll a lot of times have multiple different sims where they're all into different things. And so I don't know, I'm all for more hobbies always. And then in the new careers section, they mention a therapist / grief counselor as an active career. And to me, this would be one of the most realistic careers we could get. This would be something I would be so interested in playing. And hopefully also our sims could go to a therapist, not having it just be an active career. Like, you know how with Get to Work, your Sims can still get sick, but you can't actually go to the hospital with your Sim. Like, you have to be a doctor to treat other Sims. I would hope that with something like this, we could actually set our Sims up an appointment to see a therapist or a grief counselor. I think that would be so cool and important to have in the game. And then for the more like occult players, a Grim Reaper freelancer crew would be so cool. But also the Grim Reaper is not as much on the occult scale, in my opinion. Like, okay, it is, but it's not in that sort of way. Like, it's just not, you know, like it's something that happens whenever a Sim dies in the game, the Grim Reaper comes. And I don't know. It's just like implemented into my gameplay anyways, because when a Sim dies, the Grim Reaper is coming anyway. So like for me, the Grim Reaper career, like a career would actually be fun to play with like that. You know, I would have fun. And the new occults mentioned, like mummies or zombies, I personally like, I wouldn't really care if it was included or not, because that is on the more occult side. But comment down below if you want mummies or zombies. I'm really curious if you guys want that. I think out of both of those, I would prefer zombies. I will say zombies are another one of those things where obviously they're like supernatural, right? They're not real, but the idea is that it was a human who became a zombie. And, you know, I love The Walking Dead. Literally binged the heck out of that. I loved that show so much. And, well, I always say this. I love supernatural type of shows, but I just don't play that way in The Sims. So it's not that I don't like occults. It's just that it's not my gameplay style, specifically in The Sims 4. You know? So yeah, just keep that in mind. It's not that I'm like against supernatural or something like that. You know what I mean? But anyways, when it comes to zombies, to me, I could like incorporate that into like a realistic story. You know what I mean? Because it's just different. It's just different. I also, like, I always wonder why we can't just create a ghost and create a Sim. I think that would be a cool thing to incorporate. Especially like, you know, we got that stuff pack, the paranormal stuff pack. I feel like maybe that should have incorporated the whole making ghosts and create a Sim thing. Oh, and then the new social event, funerals. Okay, I cannot even tell you how many times I wish that was officially in the game. I know there's mods, but I find myself deleting a lot of mods that have to do with like events and stuff. I just like, I don't know what it is. Comment down below if you're like that. Like, I definitely have some event mods in my game, but it's something where I would just rather it in the game already, even though like sometimes The Sims kind of sucks at events, I'm not gonna lie. Like, a lot of times the custom ones will be better, but I just feel like I have so many mods and my mods folder can get so messy, and I would just rather have like things like social events just already be in the game because they should be. Like, I don't know how we still don't have funerals. So yeah, that's kind of like my thoughts on that. I would love something like this. I want you guys to comment down below your thoughts. Oh, another thing, like, you know, feeling like this sort of pack doesn't really need a world. They did say here that a world is not necessary. I agree with that. I think we're at a point where we do have quite a few worlds. And I mean, some packs need worlds, definitely. But I think others don't really, and it would actually do better without. Even like for rent, I mean, I love Tomarang, but can we take a minute to think about the fact where it already seems like they kind of like really cut it short with the world? You know, it was smaller. The things that we could do around the world were very just like shallow and just like not lively. And yeah, there just wasn't much going on there when you really look at the world. It's mostly just very beautiful. And I'm glad it adds in the culture that it does. But they had to cut corners in so many ways. And obviously, with a pack like For Rent, I actually think maybe it was the wrong pack to introduce a world like Tomarang. I think that would have been better for like a vacation pack or something. Do you guys agree with that? Because I think because I think it's a beautiful place to go on vacation to. And it kind of doesn't make sense to have it be the world that just comes with a pack, you know, that has the ability to have rental units, like real apartments. So, you know, like, it just kind of seems like when you think about it that way, I don't know. I'm just like, oh, you know what? Like, that would have been the type of pack that shouldn't have had a world, because we can put these new residential rentals in any world. And so what's the point of a new world with that? We could have gotten like a whole cool vacation pack with Tomarang in it, and there could have been more activities and stuff like that. That would have been so much better in my opinion, because I definitely wouldn't want to miss out on Tomarang, but I feel like it was just like the wrong pack to put it in. And For Rent could have been fleshed out so much better if they didn't give us a world. So anyways, comment down below what you think about that as well. And with that said, I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope you guys are having an amazing day, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye guys!
Party in the streets and the city's on fire.